Hello everybody, we are doing a 2,000 point battle report for you today in Dropzone Commander. We have the Resistance making their debut, facing off against the United Colonies of Mankind. You are playing Feral Resistance, correct?
Yes.
Alrighty, so Feral Resistance versus the UCM, that seems somewhat appropriate. We will be back in just a moment with armies, and then we will get this show started. Alright, first up we have the UCM half of the battle going on today. Josh is going to walk you down his list now.
So my command formation is 4 Wolverine A's, a Ferrum drone base, and a Kodiak with a level 4 commander in it. Then I have 2 Archangels for my air support. Then my first Legionnaire corps is 2 Stanza Legionnaires in a Raven A twice. I have 2 of those and an Eagle gunship. Then my second Legionnaire corps is 2 squads of 3 Legionnaires in Bears that are sharing a Condor. My first armored formation is 3 Sabres in a Condor, 3 Rapiers in a Condor, 2 Longbow Howitzers in Raven Bs with missile pods. Then I have my Expeditionary group, which is 2 Praetorian stands in a Raven A and 4 Wolverine A's. And my second armor group, which is identical to the first one, 3 Sabres in a Condor, 3 Rapiers in a Condor, 2 Longbow Howitzers in Raven Bs with missile pods.
Alright, so that's the UCM half. Next up we have the Resistance half. Feinball's 2,000 points. He's going to walk you down his army now.
Alright, we got a Alexander being carried by a Lift Hawk right here, no attachments. We also got 2 different squads of free riders that are coming out of the drill. They'll be starting Subterranean. And then we've got for 2 wholly different squads with 2 resistance fighters each, and then a berserker squad, and then pretty much the same thing over here, both being carried by Lift Hawks. And then over here we've got 2 Hannibals apiece being carried also by Lift Hawks, and then Zukovs are just driving on right here. Then 3 AA gun wagons coming in on a Kraken. And of course the drill will be popping up at some point. And then we've got 2 different squads of Cyclones coming in as supports, working with the infantry squads in their sections.
Alrighty, so that gives you the 2 armies. We showed you the table earlier. We are playing the first scenario, Targets of Opportunity, with the variant so that the objective in the center is worth twice the normal amount of points. The UCM will be on the side furthest away from where we are now. The Resistance will be on this side. We're going to dice for initiative, and we will be back after the first turn has rolled to an end. Alright, turn 1 is in the books. This Eden, by the way, is standing in as a Lift Hawk for the commander. We forgot to mention that at the start. We were short 1 Lift Hawk there. The Resistance moved on in force, brought their significant chunk of infantry here, came in across the center with some of their helicopters. Brought some more in down here. These are Hannibals, correct? The 2 here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so armor moving in there. And then the wagons decided to stay in and move up full distance. Zukovs rolled pretty well, knocked 5 points out of this building. So did some pretty good damage there. But the both groups of the helicopters didn't do anything, did they? I think they both rolled 1s to damage.
Yep.
So then they blamed me for that because I said he was going to do it. But what you going to do? Sometimes when you're the only Shaltari in a room and everybody else there's a UCM or Resistance, it happens. So some more gun technicals on here. For the UCM, they occupied both of their half buildings with 1 squad of Legionnaires in each. Moved the rest of the Legionnaires up towards the center. Armored groups staggered across the front. And Archangels and Hellhog, which we forgot to mention, did not show up this turn from reserve. Ferrum came in on the corner and rolled its drones onto there. So the Praetorians are in the street right there in their Raven. So that's where we are at right now. Turn 1 is in the books, and we will be back when turn 2 has finished. Turn 2 has come to a close. The UCM found this objective and carried it off with the Raven. The Resistance found their objective here and got all the way back here, but they just suffered a series of unfortunate events that saw them leaving it on the table. The Jackson got it, moved back half distance, and was fragged by the orbital laser, and one of the bases died in that, and the other base was hit by a longbow that rolled a 6, and that was all she wrote for those poor guys. So that objective is still resting on the table. Infantry deployed in a couple more buildings, in an attempt to find those. UCM remain in control there and have pushed into the center building. The Cyclones did push up here and knock out 2 of the Sabres. One of the Hannibals, the Hannibal's mass dropped in the street. One of them took a damage point from fire. The Alexander fired his big cannon and busted one of the rapiers here in the middle. The drones rolled terribly. They flew on here and hit 3 times and failed to do anything to the drill. But we do have a CQB about to start. Praetorians and Free Riders locked up there in that building, so we'll see how that one goes down. That's where we are. Turn 2 has come to an end, and the smoke will continue pouring for another turn, and we will be back when turn 3 has ended. The blood runs deep in the streets following a horrendously damaging turn 3. Block war between the armor here. Another Hannibal died, or the first Hannibal died. 2 Sabres died. Let's see. He found an objective in that sky rise, and the Free Riders found the objective here, needing the 6. They found it and then got clobbered by the Praetorians in CQB. The last gun technical did go down here in the street. The Lift Hawk brought some more guys over here and pulled some stretches as far as it could, but managed to grab this objective and walked it off and avoided that artillery fire. The Alexander did lose 3 damage points. The drones knocked 2 out with focus fire, and then I think the other one was from the Kodiak, right? Mm-hmm. Yep, so three gone there. What I missed? Anything crazy? I think that's about it.
Cancel my Central HQ.
That's right, yeah. The Resistance lost initiative, tried to play Central HQ directive, and it was espionaged. So, also, the Hellhog came on down here, this beautiful Sheltari thing. Man, I wish I knew who painted that. Shameless plug. But that is standing in as the Hellhog. He came in and punched one hole out of the Ferrum. So I think you said you missed 3 times on the to hit rolls there. Yeah. The Resistance haven't got full control of their weaponry just yet, but that's where we're at right now. So each faction is holding one objective, and the UCM got another objective off here. So UCM have pulled 2 off and control 1. The Resistance have pulled 1 off and control 1. So right now it is 2, 4.
He controls 2.
He controls 2. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that one there. He controls that. So he has 4 points. The Resistance have 4 points, and the UCM have 5 points. So close game. We will be back following turn 4. All right, turn 4, right? Turn 4.
Yes.
Turn 4 is finished. It is 5-3 in favor of the UCM right now. The Alpha, Raven Alpha, is carrying off the Praetorian survivors with the objective down here. The Blue Angels made their pass and finished off the Hellhog down here. Let's see, what else? The Alexander repaired one of its damage points with a field repair. A couple of drones have been destroyed there. The building here in the center has taken a serious shellacking. It's down to what, 3 points looks like? Mm-hmm. Just a few guys in there hanging out, wanting one more roll for that one. The guys in this building made another desperate lunge for the edge. Our straw paper there is our underground monorail. They transferred to that building, and you can see the objective laying in the street. All I can say is the longbows have struck again. They demolished those guys as well. Lots of damage here. We're down to 1 of the Cyclones still on the table. Hannibals are pilling out. It looks like their armored formation that they were facing has decided discretion is the better part of valor, taking a little bit of cover behind the building. But that's where the game's sitting right now. 5-3 in favor of the UCM. Resistance still have a few tricks they can pull, but looking slim pickings on both sides. Lots of damage. There is not much left. So we will be back following turn 5. Alrighty, turn 5 has come to an end. The Alexander made a fantastic shot, reduced himself to energy 7, fired down the gap, and took this out. 4 damage points with Devastator 2, blew the Ferrum all to pieces. Still fighting for the objective here in the corner, looking for a pickup there. The UCM is moving this one off the table. That's the one from the center building. They managed to get activation and get out with it. They're just out of range of the Zukov, so that one's really going to come down to who wins initiative roll. The Hannibals are down to 1 tank. They took some damage that turn from some dropship fire. Not much else damage-wise. Right now the score is 8-3 in favor of the UCM. They have 3 objectives off, and then they're holding this one, which is worth double points because they are playing the variant. I think that's the first time I've mentioned that. But 8-3, and coming into the final turn, correct? So we will be back when the action has finished up. The smoke has cleared and the game is finished. Final score, the UCM did get the objective and fly it off in a fit of violent rage. The resistance decided to finish destroying that stupid building anyways. They did get an objective off down here in the corner. They got first activation there and got that objective off. So final score is 10-5 in favor of the UCM. As always, we will have after action reviews, army lists, and all that good stuff at the blog. The link will be below in the description. Guys, we always appreciate the views. We would encourage you to go over the blog as well. And thanks for watching.